I had to bust open my laptop and make this video for all my men and for all my women. It's just a topic. It's something that I feel needs to be addressed. And I know that real women out there and I know that real men out there will understand what I'm trying to say with this whole topic that I want to talk about. And it comes down to this. In a relationship, it goes both ways. You can't do too much of one thing and not enough of one thing. It's a balance. It's a balancing act. And I actually was just doing yoga this morning, and the whole set was about self-love, and it was about learning how to balance the brain, the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere, which in turn causes balance, which is something we all need. We all need balance. All of us. Some a little bit more than the others, right? So I just wanted to talk about, I know there's a lot of relationships out there that break up, make up, divorce, separate. And did you know that the number one reason why relationships break up is for financial reasons? It's not even because somebody's unfaithful. Porque alguien metió la pata. No, it's for financial reasons, because relationships, everybody has their own thoughts when it comes to financial shit, right? So I wanted to address the men and the women. Men, just because you're a provider and you provide for the house and you pay the bills and all this stuff and you come home with the check and you're making that money, just because you do that doesn't guarantee that your woman's going to be loyal to you. A woman needs a man to be emotionally compatible with her too. A woman needs a man that's going to put it down. You know what I mean? Hopefully you're taking care of that department. But it's not just about providing money. That gets old. And I speak from experience. I've been in relationships with guys that were not doing too financially well. I've been in relationships with men that were ballers. I've been in relationships with men that are successful. And I've been in a little bit of everything type of relationship. And I was in a relationship before where everything was so good and dandy at the beginning until I realized, like, hey, wait a minute. I think this guy's trying to, buy my love. Everything was just, about giving. And it was exciting at the beginning. But then after, it was just like, well, I can give all this to myself. Like, what is this fool doing? I need quality time, right? So just because, fellas, just because you're a provider doesn't guarantee that your woman is going to be loyal. Just because you're providing that check doesn't mean anything. Have you sat there and connected to your woman? Have you asked her, ¿Cómo estás, mi reina? How's everything? Let's talk. Let's go on a date. Have you emotionally connected to your woman? It's not just about providing. A man needs to be able to do 3 P's. I learned this on the book from Steve Harvey. Act like a lady, think like a man. Provide, profess, and, I can't think of the third one. Provide, profess, and put it down. Just kidding. I made that one up. Provide, profess, and protect. The 3 P's. Provide, protect, and protect. Provide, protect, and oh my God, proclaim, provide. Read the book. Act like a lady, think like a man. So fellas, I really wanted to address that with you because I know there's men out there that take so much pride in being the provider of the home, and they're just like, I provide. I'm a great provider, and every man strives to be a provider. If you're a real man, every man wants to feel like I could provide for my family. I could provide for my baby's mother, for my children, whatever. Every man, that makes a man feel like a man. And women, just because a man gives you everything doesn't mean that's everything either. You know what I mean? It goes both ways. It's a big balancing act. You can have a man that's a great provider, or you can have a man that is there emotionally for you, right? Like everything a man with money that's not there may not be able to provide for you. There's men that emotionally, they're there for you. They're willing, ready, available to be life partners. But it's about that. But a woman wants to know that she could be with a man that she can fall back on if she needs to. So it's that balancing act. It goes back to yes, us women and men, we want somebody that's a hustler, that's a provider. I know men are very much attracted to women that are independent and make their own money. I know it because I have a lot of male friends, y me lo dicen. Like, man, RaqC, that's amazing when a girl could just hold it down, right? Pero it's just a balancing act. It all comes back down to a balancing act of you can't be too much of this and you can't be too much of that. You got to strive to be that balance, to be that peace. I know people that are like, they love dramatic relationships. Like, they thrive off of that shit. It's like, dude, who wants to be in a dramatic relationship? I guess that if that's all you know, you don't care anymore, right? You're used to makeup, to breakup, you know, everything crazy. No, you gotta really try to be self-defined in life and say, like, this is what I want, this is what I don't want, this is what I strive for. The other day, somebody suggested to me, make a list of the things you do want in a man and the things that you don't want in a man, and compare and contrast. That's a great idea. That's a great exercise for men and women that are watching this video. Make a list of what you want in a man or in a woman, of what you want, what you don't want, and put it out there. Put it out there. There's no reason why we can't get what we want, right? So I really wanted to address this topic of, like, just because you're a provider or just because you're over emotional with a man or a woman, it's not all about one thing. It's about really embracing balance. Kind of like we got half of ourselves from our dad, half of ourselves from our mom. There's a balance of man and woman within us. Although I'm a woman, you know, you got both hemispheres working for you. So I just wanted to touch on the subject. I hope this helped you a little bit. If you're a man that's out there and working his ass off and that's all you do, remember, ask your woman how she's doing. And ladies también, because there's always someone out there that's willing to be like, hey, baby, how are you? You look sexy today. Or just be alert. Hope I stepped up your game in this department in your relationship. Shout out to all the men that are amazing providers. I dig that.